the issue of Kidongran, the issue of many other lands. People are living there for years, for 100 years. And other people own title deeds without their knowing. This is the issue that made by the British government, the colonial of Kenya, people who colonized this country and push people from those places to even Tanzania, from almost the end of the border of Kenya. I hope all these things will be addressed. The Kenya Kwanza will be dealing slowly the issue of Laikipia, where many people are crying.
Thank you so much, George Sinkuya, the Member of Parliament for Kajiado West, there, speaking to us here. And of course, before him, we had Jackson Madago, the Senator for Uasin-Gishu County, who was actually talked about issues to do with, compensating the heroes, the freedom fighters, and also consider the history that is left about them in order to ensure that as we go forward as a nation, no one is feeling left out as far as fighting for the freedom of this country. But remember also, we are going to be having 230 heroes who are going to be featured at this particular event. And in particular, what has caught my attention is that girl who saved her teachers and pupils in a bus attack in which bandits attacked their bus earlier in February 2022. And we just saw her walk here struggling because she still she's still healing from a bullet wound. But of course, such stories just go to show you the kind of spirit that Kenyans, heroes that are going to be celebrated today, have put on the line, including their lives, just to ensure that they play their part in the society. Remember, we are celebrating not just the freedom fighters, but post-independence heroes that we celebrate today. This is still the gate that we are awaiting to see President William Ruto, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua to filter through this gate. And already we have seen the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of the Senate, Amason Kingi, and the Chief Justice, Martha Koome, have already arrived here at the Uhuru Gardens. The ceremony is about to start in just a few minutes to come. And of course, we will be bringing our viewers up to speed with what is happening here. I can also see the car which President William Ruto will be using to go around the stadium. Already has been prepared, ready there by the military, just awaiting now to actually be taken round the Uhuru Gardens to greet the people who have gathered here, Kenyans who have come to witness this particular event. Remember, this is the first time that President William Ruto will be gracing a national event. The last time he was here, as you heard Jackson Mandago said, he was not allowed to speak, but also remember that was the last speech by President Uhuru Kenyatta, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, which was the last Madaraka Day celebrations on 1st June. So we expect today a number of events, a number of things to unfold here, and we'll be keeping our ears open just to hear on matters, economy, matters that affect Kenyans. Who thought that when the Kenya Kwanza government take place, every particular transformation will be immediate, but they are saying that it will be a steady progress and not a hastily progress. From here now, I take you over to my colleague Leila Mohammed, who is standing by inside Uhuru Gardens. Perhaps, Leila, the last time we talked, you are actually explaining to me some of the military, procedures that were happening inside there. Perhaps now, what is happening? I am keen to know.
It's been 59 years of Uhuru, 59 years of independence, Jamhuri, Madaraka, so many memories of history, so much more for Kenyans to celebrate on this specific day. This will be William Ruto's first official such ceremony to be, for him to be ushered into this very special facility of Uhuru Gardens. many Kenyans have come in their thousands to witness this special event, not for themselves but for the new Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, a man who has for the last 10 years been the country's deputy president under President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now him walking in those shoes and being a man who campaigned on a platform of freedom. So for this particular day, many Kenyans are looking at themselves and reflecting on that word, Mashujaa. Who is your hero? How can you be your own hero within your own self? And those are some of the sentiments many Kenyans who are watching this special broadcast from across the length and breadth of this country, and those who are also seated here at the grounds will be hoping to listen in as President William Ruto speaks to the nation for the very first time as Commander-in-Chief in such a ceremony. He is expected in this vicinity in any moment from now. Many senior government officials are already here. We've just seen Martha Koome, the Chief Justice, drive here. The speakers of the National Assembly and the Senate are also here. Majority of the diplomatic corps are also seated on the various aisles. The children who were singing earlier but now they've just taken a breather a bit are also at their places, and they're wearing the Kenyan colors and the flag in reflection of the green that represents the richness of the land that country has provided. We've always been in a position to feed ourselves. The black that represents the skin of the color of many Kenyans who work hard every single day in support of themselves and in respect of flag and country, and the red, which means the blood that was shed so many years ago for Kenyans to be able to walk in freedom and to be able to do as they do every single day after several years, several decades of being under the colonial rule. And the whites just showing the spirit of being free and speciality. So the Kenyan flag today taking center stage, not only for Kenyans here but also in the diaspora who will be celebrating at home in their various places where they're living, but also many Kenyans are looking up to themselves and many more within their families, within their political spheres, within the sporting area, within the entertainment. So many Kenyans have done well locally here in the region in East Africa as well as on the international stage. So those are the people who will be celebrated today. There is a commission that has been set up just to look into the whole issue of who is a Shujaa and celebrating them. And as at the moment, I can hear the band just preparing themselves to enter into this vicinity. And once the band comes into this place, and the military parade also is ushered into these grounds, then there will be so much happening here, and it will be an indicator that the country's fifth commander-in-chief is already within these precincts and could be coming in soon. The program is expected to start at 11 a.m. where the Chief of Defense Forces will be coming in to receive the Commander-in-Chief. And if you can listen in, the guests here are just being asked to stand up in respect of the band that is coming in. The national anthem will be played later on once they have been able to settle in. Those are just some of the guests from many spheres of life have come here to celebrate with many Kenyans on this special day. 59 years of being Uhuru and 59 years of understanding what it means to be free and to celebrate the freedoms that we have been granted due to the Shujaa-ness or the hero-ness of the men and women who are here before us. So we have a special team of reporters also here running the ropes in this particular season just to ensure that you get all these things live. Melita Olatinges just standing by at the beginning there, bringing you the details from those who are dignitaries coming in. But Ibrahim Karanja is on the other side where many Kenyans are seated. Ibrahim, what are some of the issues Kenyans are talking about in this particular day? Are they excited to be here? And what are some of the sights and sounds that you are seeing where you are at the moment?
Well, Leila, the seats, the